What's up, everybody? Kevin here with Good Water Gardens, and today we are in Leawood, Kansas, and we are starting a pondless waterfall project here. Want to be able to make sure we have some good views coming out of here, so we are going to do a little dual stream action here. We're going to have one waterfall originating somewhere back in this area that is going to face that direction. Yeah, that direction over there towards the windows, and it is going to work its way back down and actually meet up with this waterfall over here, which is going to come out and face a little more out here for our viewing area, because there is going to be a patio going into this space when we are done. So want to make sure we have views from all the different angles around here, including in the house. To accomplish that, we are going to use 2 pumps, 2 spillways, and we're just going to create something with some really big rocks here that's going to have some sound and be pretty dramatic and just really the centerpiece of this backyard. We have our excavation well underway here. We're about to our depth. So we're gonna start by just kind of cleaning up the edges with a spade here at the bottom to make sure we get a nice right angle instead of rounded up on the edges and all along here. And then we are just piling all of our dirt up here on the hillside. This is actually a concrete wall behind the stucco, so this actually allows us to just pile all the dirt up against there with no issues for wood rot or anything like that. And we're just going to keep compacting this and creating kind of our berm, if you will, that is going to generate our spillway. So we'll have one spillway facing this direction towards the windows, giving us some good views inside the basement here, and then another spillway spilling out this way to give us some good views out in the patio space behind me here, and then they'll work their way back together here in the middle and drop in to the reservoir. David's been working on the aqua block all the live long day. Yeah, whatever that means. We are getting to a stopping point here for today. We have our reservoir all installed. We even put some water in there just in the off chance that we get some rain tonight. That way nothing moves and we're not resetting any of our aqua blocks tomorrow morning. Lesson well learned. And tomorrow we will get into setting some big rocks. So all of our material is back here staged within reach of the excavator. That way I can just kind of move back and forth and pick and select what I need. And we will start building this waterfall tomorrow. So we will see you here in a second. Day 2, we're back, and it is time to strap some rocks here and get started on this waterfall. So we started off the morning by getting our flow cell tile installed on top of our aqua blocks here, and this just allows us to have a little bit of extra protection and cushion because we are working with these big rocks over here. If any of them have a little bit of a knot or a point or something on them, we don't want them digging down into the aqua blocks. They can kind of tear at it a little bit and cause some flexing that down the road might cause some issues. So we want to give it a little bit of extra protection here by putting those over the top of it, and then we are going to go ahead and start rocking in this waterfall. We're wrapping things up here for today. We were able to make some really good progress on this waterfall. Things are coming along here. Have some really cool rocks going in. Love these rocks and the character that we have on them. And we will be back in the morning tomorrow. Should be able to wrap up most of this side tomorrow and get up to the spillway area. We'll have a pretty good shot of getting things all cleaned up and out of here on Friday. I'll see you guys here in a second. It's day 3, we're back at it here. We have a full crew today. We are working on finishing kind of our cooling area in the waterfall where the two waterfalls come together, and then we'll kind of work our way out backwards and get the rest of this side waterfall taken care of over here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this thing and we'll see what we can get done here. Made some really good progress. I love the way these rocks are turning out. We've got some great elevation on this thing. My battery's about to die, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up and get out of here. We'll see you guys in like 2 seconds. Day 4, we are cruising along here. We are working on the construction of the upper part of this waterfall here. I have this side pretty well taken care of at this point. Just kind of foaming some things up. I need 1 or 2 more rocks up there, and then hook up the spillway, and then we're gonna go over onto this side and get all of that taken care of. Not a whole lot of the stream to build on that side, so there is an outside chance that we might be able to get water running here today. We'll see what happens. Still have a lot of finishing touches to do as far as hooking up the lights and getting edges all tucked and cleaned up, but looks like there's a pretty good chance we'll have this thing all finished tomorrow. So gonna go ahead and jump back into things here, and we will see where we get to at the end of the day here. So here we have a little trick. Got a lot of moss that we've harvested from some woodside area near our property, and we go ahead and use a little bit of waterfall foam, and we can tack it in between our crevices and gaps to kind of match up with what we've got on the rest of the rock, and that really helps blend things in and make it seem as if this is one rock rather than 2 pieces actually stuck together. It kind of helps give it that little extra natural effect and make things look just a little bit more realistic here. We are finishing things up here for the day. We're not quite finished, but we finally got water running and it came out awesome. Right along this rock here, I don't know how well you can see this, but it actually throws a current back across underneath the rest of it, giving you a little bit of this crossfire action with the water right across here. Over here we actually have kind of 2 levels where it comes off a higher point of the rock and then kind of crashes down right here, giving it a good white water effect coming across there, and it also kind of fangs it across in like fingers almost, just because of some of the notches and ridges here in the rock. Over here I think this is a really neat effect, the way the water just kind of spills around both sides of this and just looks like it kind of cut through a little bit of a chasm on each side. The last waterfall I want to show is right in here. I just really love the way this water cuts back over to this side, and we have water working its way down across the driftwood, under the driftwood, and then down this fall here. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow to get this thing all wrapped up. It's just going to depend on the weather and how much rain we get. So I'll see you in a second. Day 5. it's Friday. It's time to get this thing all finished up. And if you can't tell, it's been raining here all morning, so I haven't pulled the camera out at all. We didn't set up the time lapse or anything just because, well, it's been raining. There's no time for all that nonsense and everything. So just going to get you out right now and show you what we've got going on here for today, what we're finishing up, and then we're gonna get this thing all mulched, cleaned up, and get out of here in the next, hopefully hour or so. So let me just show you what we've done here so far this morning, and we will get you some finished video when we're completely done here. We've got our automatic dosing system in here now. David is working on getting our post over here situated with our receivers for our pumps, and then our transformer and all that good stuff. And then we have our downspout filter here now, which takes the water from that downspout and from this one here and puts it into this catch basin down below, and then feeds that through a pipe that runs into the reservoir into here. So it's buried underneath the ground, can't see it, but it does dump out inside the back of this rock right here and then travels down to our reservoir down below there. Well, we are back here getting everything all finished up. Well, I'm back here getting things all finished up. We weren't able to shoot much video on Friday when we were wrapping the majority of this up because it was pouring down rain at the end, and this camera does not do well in the rain. So we didn't get a whole lot of time lapse. We didn't get a whole lot of really anything going on, but I'm gonna flip you around here in a second and show you what we came up with. I think this water feature turned out amazing. The size of these rocks is really awesome. Plus I just really like the setting and the placement with it and how it interacts with the patio space that he's about to have put in, along with the fire pit, and then the way you can see it inside their basement, which is being finished right now. They're gonna have a bar in there, so it's gonna create a really cool environment to hang out and just unwind, relax, do whatever you want, have a drink, and just enjoy the sound of this running water. That about wraps it up here for us. Remember, if you like seeing projects and other content along the same lines as this, go ahead and subscribe to our page. Remember to drop a like, leave us a comment down below, let us know what you think about this thing, and we will see you on the next one.